guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin Cosplay, and today we are back at guys with Fate Zero, episode 6.
Yes, the fight is over, at least for now. Saber is still wounded from, because of Lancer's ability.
Yeah, she cannot heal right now.
Yes, she needs to deal with him first if she wants a chance at fighting, fairly with others. So we're gonna face Lancer again for sure. Berserker showed up and Gilgamesh showed up. Everyone just started saying, like, I'm a king, I'm the king, no, I'm the king. And Gilgamesh more than the others. And he was like, you don't even deserve to be standing in front of me. So like, okay, dude. But yeah, he was still badass. Everyone was still badass. Berserker was pretty badass. His noble phantasm, is that everything he touches becomes his noble phantasm. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, he fought Gilgamesh because let's be honest, his master has a grudge against Gilgamesh's master. Yeah, for sure. So everyone, yeah, basically that's what happened. And Ryder teamed up with Saber because Saber was about to be crushed by both Lancer and Berserker. So yeah, let's not go there. And that's pretty much where we are right now.
Yeah.
So let's see, who fights who next and what happens.
All right. Whoa, we're doing pretty fast, right? Not the first time that she's driving.
She's enjoying herself. She's got the. You did. The toys.
Did she play Mario Kart or something?
Can you die if another servant doesn't kill you? Oh, that creeper. Oh, he knows Saber too. Yeah, we didn't mention that. Yep.
I mean, someone standing in the middle of the road, wearing
like
clothes
that?
like that.
With the eyes.
That's a servant for sure.
So we're still wounded then. We're gonna fight him wounded. People have been commenting like which servant is which hero from which mythology. And I mean, I've been looking it up a little bit, especially for Bluebeard, because it got me, looking into how Bluebeard the tale was written. So much stuff we didn't know. It's so interesting. Creepy. Although the sooner we get rid of him, the better.
Yeah, that'd be best.
See, now I know about this guy. Oh, he thinks she's Jeanne d'Arc.
Oh, she looks like her?
Even if apparently you don't have the right to do that. She just looks like her. But he's crazy already, so... Like, he was a creep already, but learning his history makes me want him to die even more. He killed a lot of children.
Yeah.
Oh no. You obsessed freak. I haven't read much about his relationship with Jeanne d'Arc. I've read about what he did after. But he was the inspiration for Bluebeard. And they're kids too. We've been doing crazy shit for years.
これからは質より量ってこと？そうです。その通りです。
Ugh.
Yeah, you're so good together.
11.
れからまた新しい子供たちを補充しましょう。
Ah. They need to die first.
Oh, they need to die yesterday.
And the Holy Grail thought, well, this guy's worthy.
今宵はなぜセイバーを仕留められなかった。一度ならず二度までも。さらにこの私の霊樹を一つ削いだ上でもなお。
This guy can go second.
You mean the master, right?
Yeah, the master.
騎士の誇りにかけて必ずやあのセーバーの首はお約束いたします。
改めて誓われるまでもない。それを今さらたかだかセイバー一人について必勝を誓うだと。一体何を履き違えている。
履き違えているのはあなたではなくてロード・エルメロイ。
ソラフ。
ランサーはよくやったわ。治癒不可能の手傷を負わせたんだもの。捨ておいたところでいつでも倒せたでしょ。
I mean, underestimating her is not a good idea.
あなたは自分が他のマスターに対してどういうアドバンテージを持っているのか理解してないわけじゃないでしょ。本来の契約システムに独自のアレンジを加えたサーバントとマスターの変則契約。あなたが霊樹を宿し、私がもう一人のマスターとして魔力の供給をする。
So basically you're cheating.
高齢か随一の振動と歌われただけのことはあるわ。
Although,
なのにランサーだけ
tricking people, using your skills to give you more advantages, that's also what Kiritsugu's doing, so like, I mean...
Yeah.
何がと。
ああ、わかった。下の階で火事だ。まあ、間違いなく放火だろうな。人払いの計らいだよ。
じゃあ襲撃。
Everything is an attack. As soon as the war
セイバー
starts.
のマスターは可能な限り早急に槍の呪いを解消したいところだろうからな。ご客人にはケイネス・エルメロイの魔術工房をとっくり堪能してもらおうではないか。フロア一つ借り切っての完璧な工房。
Yeah, I don't like him either.
結界24層。
Ugh.
魔力炉3基。猟犬代わりの悪霊、毛量数十体。無数のトラップ。
They called him a necromancer, right? I see why.
Yeah. Well, at least I can see that he's not prepared to fight people.
He relies on his skills, but he doesn't want to put himself in danger. I don't know if it's Saber. I think she's busy, you know,
No.
surviving the
No, I'm sure it's
the
not,
car
I'm
ride.
sure it's not her right now.
ケイネス・エルメロイ・アーチボルト様。
私です。ご心配なく。
Well, I mean,
Well, not Saber
ケイネス・
personally.
エルメロイ・アーチボルトは妻のソラウトなど避難しました。
so maybe not Saber, but Kiritsugu wouldn't, you know, prepare the place. They do need to fight him.
そちらは
He doesn't
Well,
give a shit about service.
Kiritsugu did come prepared too. Shit. I'm sure that he did not see that coming.
He was saying earlier, you know, in the other episode, we're not ready to fight servants yet, as in, you know, he planned on going after servants himself. Jesus fucking Christ.
最後まで標的に動きはありませんでした。ホテルの外には脱
He's
出していません。
probably still alive.
150メートルの高みからの自由落下。どんな魔術結界で防備を固めていても助かる術はない。
I think it's too easy to be dealt with right now. I think he survived.
Yeah, he won't die off screen.
Well, not like that.
撤退。
それにして
It's
も
the wrong hotel.
建物の元を爆破するとは魔術師とは到底思えんな。いや、魔術師の裏をかくことに長けているということか。
That's his thing.
ことみ切る。
Ah, fuck.
君とは初対面のはずだが、それとも私を知るだけの理由があったのか。返答は一つだけでいい。
He is also a problem. Basically, we got a bunch of problems.
どこにいる？
Ah, of course. They're very good at what they're doing, everyone.
Well, I would hope so. They're supposed to
noticing the
fight each
bash.
other and kill each other.
He's a man of church. He's not supposed to be that good. And this is badass. Wolverine.
あの女が投げたものではないか。まあいい。あの女を助ける存在がいるというだけで今夜のところは収穫だ。
Their thing works as long as they stay in the shadows. Which is funny because he's the one with assassin.
ついにキャスターを補足いたしました。
You need to deal with him.
Everyone face caster.
キャスターとそのマスターは宮山町から隣町を股にかけ就寝中の児童を次から次へ夜明けまでに15人を誘拐。おそらく今世間を騒がせている連続殺人犯と同一人物ではないかと。彼らは何の配慮もなく魔術を行使し、その痕跡の秘匿も一切行っていません。キャスターたちの行動は明らかにルールを逸脱してあまりある。無論で
Will he
す。
care?
私は魔術の秘匿に責任を負う者として断じて許せない。
It's fine if they go against him.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
問題はサーバントにはサーバントを持ってこうするしか手段もありません。さりとて私の朝日を差し向けるわけにもいきますまい。
You won't like that? That's so beneath
若
him,
干のル
right?
ール変更は私の権限のうちです。すべてのマスターをキャスター討伐に動員しましょう。あーちゃん。
数こそ少ないが時読みの部屋よりも一品が揃っている。
I don't like him, but I like him, you know?
一体何の用？今さら契約が不服になったのか、キルガメッシュ。
時読みが俺を招き好みを移しように保っている。だがあそこまで退屈な男とは思わなんだ。
He wants
時
to
読
play
み氏の
safe.
差配が不満か。
根源の渦に至るだとつくづくつまらん企てがあったものだな。
しかし聖杯は根源を求めるためだけに特化した装置ではない。
他のマスターどもは時読みとはまた違った動機で聖杯を求めているというわけか。
I mean, he's got the independent, you know, thing going with Archer. Is he thinking of double crossing his master? I don't think that's possible.
そういうお前はどうなんだ、キレ。
He seems like a guy who wants to double cross his master.
聖杯に何を望む？
Yeah.
私には別段望むところなどない。
聖杯はそれを手にするに足る者のみを招き寄せるのではなかった。
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, we had a suspicion here too.
理想も悲願もない私がなぜこの戦いに選ばれたのか。
Because you
理
have
想
one.
もなく悲願もない。ならば優越を望めばいいだけではないか。
バカな、そんな罪深い堕落に手を染めろというのか。
罪深い。なるほど、悪行で得た優越は罪かもしれん。だが人は善行によっても喜びを得る。優越そのものが悪であるなどと断じるのは一体どういう理屈だ？
優越もまた私のうち。
I came here to completely destroy your faith.
言うなれば魂の形だ。あるかないかではなく、知るか知れないかを問うべきものだ。キレ、お前は未だ己の魂のあり方が見えていない。優越を持ち合わせんなどと抜かすのは要するにそういうことだ。
サーバント風情が私に説法する気か。
生きがるなよ雑種。この世の税と快楽を貪り尽くした王の言葉だぞ。
I like him like this. I gotta say.
Not all pompous
Yeah.
and snobbish.
まずは外に目を向けろ。そうだな。手始めに俺の娯楽に付き合うところから始めてはどうだ。そもそもキレ、お前は他の5人のマスターに感情を放つのが役目であろう。
そうだが。
連中の意図や戦略だけでなく、その動機についても調べ上げるのだ。
Clever.
そして俺に語り聞かせる。
アサシンたちに言い含めておけば可能ではある。だがアーチャー、そんなことを聞いてどうするというのだ。
言ったであろう。俺は人の業をめでる。中に面白みのあるやつが一人か二人混じっているだろうさ。少なくとも時読みに比べればな。
It sounds like my master's boring. Let's see if other masters have better goals.
それ、聖杯を求める理由などと、我ながら随分饒舌に。断じて優越などではない。
Did he said what was his goal with the Holy Grail, or
He's
not really?
technically just supposed to help Tokyomi.
あの男を知
He's
る
just supposed to help.
私の求めるものの形もまた知ることができるだろうかエミヤキリツ
It's true. They were wondering about his own motivation. Jesus Christ, is it over? We got a call, like literally, and we were like, oh fuck, half of the episode and stuff, so we paused. But then it was literally 5 seconds before the end.
So could have waited.
So we were wondering, because we know that he lost his wife. He seemed to have a loss of, you know, purpose after that, and his father was worried, and that's kind of the reason why they aimed him at this, you know, helping Tokyomi, because they needed a guy from the church. They needed someone who could eventually become a master, someone they could use and would completely focus on the task. And we were wondering if perhaps he would do it because deep down he's got his own wishes, you know, for you know, linked to what he lost, his wife perhaps.
Well, usually people always got their personal agenda when they are doing
Yeah,
things.
he's
What
just-
is it? That's the question.
We were questioning his motives, but it looks like he doesn't even know them. So he's gonna start questioning them.
Subconscious gonna.
He's gonna start looking into this, which is interesting because what we assumed that he had an ulterior motive is perhaps gonna come into play, and I'm loving this because that means maybe double crossing.
I would expect double crossing if they can.
Perhaps, and he's gonna look into, of course, Kiritsugu, because they were wondering why, you know, why he was first of all killing Maggie and why he suddenly stopped. Like, what did he find? They were saying that perhaps he found his answer, and he was really interested in learning what that answer was. So through him, we're gonna learn about Kiritsugu's past, and I'm loving this because we need to learn more about his past. We need to justify the whole cheating thing that's been going on.
Well, some of you guys did write in the comments that part of the episode
Is
was because
explained.
it's explained.
Yeah.
And it's part of the fact that he needs to prepare himself for the time that his wife's gonna die.
Well, we know that he says he's gonna cause her death. So it could be a detachment from her, but he is still, you know, I mean, just out of respect, I would assume you don't kiss other people while you're married. But it looks like she's aware of it, and she said that he doesn't want to be happy, basically. Like he doesn't like to be happy, or he's afraid. I don't remember what the word she used was, but happiness is not a thing for him. At least he doesn't think so. So
Probably
what's
because
going
every
on?
time he was happy, but he lost that happiness.
We
Like
don't know.
people-
That's why we need to learn.
You know.
Learn about his past and yeah, find out about what happened to him and more about what's going on with his wife too, because yeah, there's something going on there too. She was created, right? Artificially
Looks
created
like-
for this.
Looks like it.
So maybe that's why she has to die for
For the
Kiritsugu
cub?
has to kill her. I don't know. Like it's full of lore, it's full of information, but we're not there yet, so we'll keep that in the back of our minds. But I did enjoy seeing Gilgamesh with his hair down a little bit. I mean, both literally and, you know.
You know what? That's the first time that I saw him with his hair down.
I think it
'cause
looks good on
I
him.
always saw him with his golden armor and his arrogant look in the eye.
Yeah, I didn't like his pants, but I thought the whole look was cool.
Pretty casual, still a little bit snobbish, you know?
Well,
Like,
I mean, that too was
he's still
explained.
an arrogant bastard, so.
That too was explained in the comments because he is. Well, we know about Gilgamesh, like the name, and it's been a while, but I did study, you know, the first tales and stuff. Like I was in I had a class in literature when I was in Cégep, so I did study that first book, basically, that first story and that first hero. So it's way back there in my mind, in my memories. So I don't remember all the details, but the name was familiar, and then someone mentioned it in the comments, and I was like, oh yes, it's true, that's the name of.
Wasn't he the king of Mesopotamia or something?
Well, I don't know what he said, but he's the first hero, basically. He's so old, and someone was saying that in the comments, and I get it now.
Yeah, because Mesopotamia is technically the first
He
city.
is so old that he basically considers himself, and he's not that wrong, to be honest, the first king of everything, basically. He's the only one. He's the first one. So if there was only him, of course he would feel like everyone else is below him. He's been there first, he was the model for all the kings that followed. So yeah, I get his arrogance. Not that, I mean, it's funny. It makes us not want to root for him, but at the same time,
He's an interesting character. And
he's a charismatic character.
Yes, he is, yeah.
Yeah. And in this episode, I was a bit, I was looking out for his own ulterior motive, because, at first it can sound like, he's saying, my master's boring, I just want to have fun, I want to look into things, but then, he's asking a lot of questions, and he wants Kirei to look into the motivations for other masters. He does have this thing with his archer status that it gives him, I forgot what the word is. Well, independency, yeah, sort of. Basically, he can do stuff without his master say so. Autonomy, yeah. And maybe that gives them the guts to try and seek out...
I'll be my own master. I'm gonna win this Holy Grail war.
Well, a king, you don't become king by playing fair. You don't...
Without ambitions, yeah.
Yeah, you don't become king by just letting things happen. Sometimes, yes, for sure, but you need to keep that crown. And he's the first one, so of course he didn't inherit anything. You have to have that eye and that drive. I'm seeing that a lot in this, and I feel like he was, manipulating Kirei a lot in this episode. And no offense to Kirei, but Jesus fuck, he was naive. Dumb. He was naive. He's just answering the questions and not seeing it.
For Kirei, Gilgamesh is just
Kirei. His name is right there.
For Kirei, Gilgamesh
or
is just...
Kotomine, if you prefer.
The priest.
Priest.
Okay, the priest. So for him, Gilgamesh is technically just our servant. So I don't think that he saw him as an opponent, someone to be wary of.
Well, he's supposed to be basically fighting for the same cause, sort of. Which, by the way, is I don't quite remember, because it's been a while. I don't quite remember what they were talking about in the first episode about their goal. I do remember they were saying something about how, they couldn't afford for the Grail to fall into evil hands and stuff like that because it's too powerful. So I get it. So with the church, they are fighting together to keep it in the church, basically, to keep it secure. Then we learn about this goal where he wants to reach the root. I don't know much about that. I don't know if they talk about this in Stay Night, but you probably don't remember anyway.
Not the same characters,
So it's something else that we need to learn about. What's the root exactly, and what do they mean by it can, it can, what's the word? Jesus, my English today!
Do you think that he might be talking about the root of magic? Or of
well, they're talking about, the world as we know it, and then the world as we don't know it. The world that we don't interact with every day. So maybe. But then what is...
to control both?
What is this other world then, and what does it do? And why is he interested in it?
Because he wants to control it, I guess.
We will see, but their whole thing is that they're making plans and keeping it secret.
Everybody's making plans.
Well, yes, but some of them are more forward with them than others. Yeah. So we will keep that in mind too. And if we were supposed to know, pretty sure that people will write write about it in the comments.
Don't be shy. Write it down.
If it's a spoiler, don't. But
I know. No.
We'll find out. But it's normal. As far as we know so far, it's the first time we've learned about the root. So we don't know what it is, but we will eventually.
One thing that I know for sure is that Lancer and his master are not dead. They cannot be
for sure
die just like that. We need one other fight with Lancer, or more than one.
I didn't think Kiritsugu was gonna go that far, but then he did make sure that people just left the building.
This is not prepared for him.
What?
He said that he didn't want to go against the servant because he wasn't prepared enough.
Well, he didn't technically go after a servant. He went after the master. which is, I mean, I get it. So, no, but again, his whole thing is that he stays in the shadows and he does his plans. That's why he became a Maggie killer. That's why he was so good, because he's got, his whole organization going, he's got plans like this, and it worked. I'm just not sure they're dead. I'm pretty sure they're not dead, because like you said, they can't die off screen.
Well,
but I was impressed. I was impressed with how far he was willing to go. I was impressed also with Kirei's, analytic skills. How he basically just learned so much with almost nothing, and how we should have guessed that, eventually he was gonna notice that bat, but because it's not like it was really hidden, like the camera was right there. But still, he noticed it really fast. So, I mean, Kiritsugu's badass and he's cool and stuff, but his opponents are also badass and cool and stuff. So that's great, because it doesn't make things too easy for him, and it's not like all our enemies are idiots. So there you go.
Well, maybe one, but I'm not sure. Like the student with the rider. Like,
He's not an idiot.
I think that he doesn't know what he's doing. Okay,
Yes.
that's different. That's different. Yeah.
He's new to this, let's say. He doesn't have as much knowledge as the others. And that's understandable because of his age and because of, his family. He has no ties to this. It's not like people have been teaching him, about this ever since he was a kid, a little kid. So everything he knows and everything he's been doing, he's had to learn really fast. Like, he didn't even know about this war before episode 1. So that's saying a lot. But still, he's got Alexander the Great, so that's, I mean, he's got an advantage. That's cool.
That's right.
Yeah.
About Caster.
Ugh.
So it seemed that he recognized Saber has Jeanne d'Arc.
Yeah.
She's not, unless maybe she is, and she got confused about being King Arthur.
I think she just looks like her.
I think that yeah, she does.
And I mean, maybe she doesn't even look like her. She's just crazy. He's a murderer. He's just, he's thirsty for blood. He did horrible stuff in his life, and he's not better in his death.
No.
He needs to go first, him and his master, because his master
like the church gonna ask for the master
God.
and summons to go against Caster first.
Yeah, thank God, because we need to deal with him. Like, as a team, it's fine. I'm fine
surprised
with
that technically no one talk about those serial killings, about children missings. Like 15 of them, right? If not more.
Who did you want to talk about? Who did you want in the show to talk about them?
In the news, they talk about the fire and arson.
No one was watching TV, so we wouldn't see it. But yeah, they've been talking about it in the news because they knew about it. Tokyomi knew about it. So of course they've been talking about the children. Enough that now the church wants to get involved and be like, okay, we'll make sure everyone kills Caster.
But the thing, what's... This is so wrong, but the fact that they want to intervene is not because they're killing people.
It's because they risk showing magic.
Exposing magic and Maggie, yeah.
I mean, as long as they deal with them, I guess I don't care about the reason. They are practical, very. I don't think that sacrifices are above, what they're willing to do. So maybe that's why their sense of morality is mixed like this. Like, they would put saving magic first. And at the same time, it's not like it's their job to do anything about it. If magic wasn't going to be exposed, the servant is going to do his thing. And they are also going to fight. And, who's to say that no one was hurt by the building exploding and rocks flying everywhere? It's a war. Sacrifices are expected. Not that it's good, but they are expected. So, and we're not rooting for them, so it's fine if they're pieces of shit. Anyway.
Alright.
But people basically surprised me in a good way this episode. Their skills. I'm glad to see that none of them are idiots, because unless naive, yes.
Idiots
no. And Gilgamesh may be having another, purpose there, because he finds that his master's purpose is boring and he has nothing to gain from that.
Well, so, I would expect of him to just try to entertain himself, because he's the king of the king. After a while you get bored of stuff.
Entertaining himself is one thing. You can find your master's goal boring and then go out, because he's independent. You can do shit And you know, like he wants, maybe not everything he wants, but he could do stuff to entertain himself. He seems to be getting drunk a lot, but he's holding his wine pretty well, in any case. But asking about other masters' purposes for getting the Grail.
Like he's gonna try to make them win the
I mean,
Holy
to
Grail.
me, that sounds like he wants to double cross his master.
But
I don't even know if he
I don't
can.
remember if it's possible to switch masters. I don't think
No.
you can do that.
When I
right?
say double cross, what I have in mind, because I don't really know what's possible, you know, I'm pretty sure you can't double cross your master. But what I think he might want to do is, you know, if he finds a master, you know, with a purpose that is better than that of his master, he could perhaps try to play that master so he gets also part of the prize, you know, once he gets the Grail.
Could be.
I'm not sure. Like, although I don't think his pride would allow him to lose.
No. He's too
Basically,
he's too big, too prideful,
Yeah.
too much.
Basically-
to allow anything.
basically, this episode, he piqued my interest as maybe he's gonna do something later. So I'm gonna keep an eye on him. But this episode, like, I will admit, I think I don't like him, but I like him. You know?
You don't love him, but you like him.
I enjoy him in the show. I'm not rooting for him, but I'm enjoying to see him. Especially, you know, I love a character that will bring trouble in shows like this. You know, a character that will make people question themselves. Like, he's going to push Kirei to question himself here, which will lead to the backstory of Kiritsugu. So everything is connected. He's also going to look into everyone else's reasons for getting the Grail, so more backstory there. Basically, he's going to kickstart a lot of backstories. So that's good. That's good
What
for
would you
me.
say that compare from Archer's character and Castor's character? We might prefer Archer than Castor.
I definitely prefer Archer. What's the question? What?
Why would you say that we prefer Archer's character than Castor?
Because Castor's fucking crazy and he kills kids.
Yeah.
Do you need another reason?
No.
I am
that's enough for
rooting.
me.
I am rooting for Saber because I think she's really noble and stuff. As a servant, she's not necessarily my favorite yet. But I mean, it's not that I'm rooting for her more than other servants.
Who's
but
your
I
favorite
am.
servant right now?
I don't know. I do
Okay,
enjoy Alexander.
Which personality do you prefer the most right now?
I do enjoy. You know, I laugh every time Alexander's on screen.
Yeah, me
So I'm loving him a lot. I think physically I prefer Lancer because he's my type of character in anime, you know, dark hair and you know, stuff like that. He's pretty cool. I do enjoy, I found out this episode, I actually do enjoy, you know, Gilgamesh a lot, but maybe not as a favorite character. Saber, I like her. I like her, but I think I'm rooting for her because of the whole Iris Viel and Kiritsugu and their whole goal seems to be, at least for her to be like, your goal is also my goal. I want to save Britain. And I'm like, it seems noble, so I'm going to root for them.
Better than I'm gonna conquer the world then?
Yeah, not that. Not that. Like, I'm not rooting for the kid because I don't think he would know what to do with the Grail. Anyway. But yeah, I think Castor needs to go first, then the teacher. Then after that, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. Because I mean, we do need to get rid of Assassin eventually. And Kirei is too confused maybe to be in this war. We also got to get rid of Tokyomi eventually because I don't want Tokyomi to win. But I would like to keep Gilgamesh in the fight for as long as possible.
Who knows?
We will see.
We'll see.
Anyway, it's getting to be a long conversation and my English is not helping today. So we will end this.
Yeah, mine either.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
Yeah, and if you don't, the next one will be out on YouTube next week. So, we're gonna see you then.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.